chào quý thầy cô, các bạn thân mến. Mình tên là Chung Khá Anh, lớp 5.4. Lại thêm một lần nữa mình tham gia cuộc thi đầy ý nghĩa Wellspring Voice này. Bạch tuộc là loài động vật mà mình đặc biệt yêu thích. Và bạch tuộc cũng là cảm hứng và nội dung chính trong câu chuyện The Song of an Octopus cực kỳ nổi tiếng của tác giả Simon Montgomery. Câu chuyện không những cho chúng ta những kiến thức rộng mở về khoa học mà còn đầy tính nhân văn, đặc biệt là sự đồng cảm của con người và thế giới tự nhiên xung quanh. Không phải ngẫu nhiên mà tác phẩm này được vô vàn giải thưởng văn chương khi được xuất bản lần đầu. Hôm nay mình sẽ đọc cho các bạn nghe một trích đoạn trong chương 1 của tác phẩm này nhé. On a rare warm day in mid-March, when the snow was melting into mud in New Hampshire, I traveled to Boston to the New England Aquarium. I had a date with a giant Pacific octopus. I knew little about octopuses, but what I did know intrigued me. Here is an animal with venom like a snake, a beak like a parrot, and ink like an old-fashioned pen. It can weigh as much as a man and stretch as long as a car. It can change color and shape. It can taste its skin. Most fascinating of all, I had read that octopuses are smart. Like many who visit octopuses in public aquariums, I've often had a feeling that the octopus I was watching me back with an interest as keen as my own. How could that be? It's hard to find an animal more unlike a human than an octopus. Their bodies are not organized like ours. We go head, body, limbs. They go body, head, limbs. Octopuses represent the great mystery of the other. They seem completely alien, and yet their world, the ocean, comprises far more the earth than the land, and most of them are invertebrates. I wanted to meet the octopus. I wanted to touch an alternate reality. Is this anything like being human? Is this even possible to know? So, when the aquarium's director of public relations met me in the lobby and offered to introduce me to Athena, the octopus, I felt like a privileged visitor to another world. Happily, another aquarist, Scott Down, helped me. Athena is about 2.5 years old and weighs roughly 40 pounds. Scott explains as he lifts the heavy lid covering her tank. Scott said, when she first came, it was the size of a grapefruit. The giant Pacific octopus is one of the fastest growing animals on the planet. Hatching from an egg the size of a grain of rice, one can grow both longer and heavier than a man in 3 years. By the time Scott has propped open the tank cover, Athena has already oozed from the far corner of her tank to investigate us. May I touch her? I asked Scott. Sure, he said. Twisting, gelatinous, her arms boil off from the water, reaching for mine. Athena's suction is gentle, though insistent. It pulls me like an alien's kiss. She's looking right at you, Scott said. As I stroke her with my fingertips, her skin goes white beneath my touch. White is the color of a relaxed octopus. It is possible that Athena, in fact, knows I am female. Octopuses can taste with their entire bodies, but this sense is most developed in the suckers. Though we have only just met, Athena already knows me in a way no being has known me before, and she seems as curious about me as I am about her. Slowly, she transfers her grip on me from the smaller outer suckers as the tips of her arms to the larger, stronger ones nearer her head. I am now bent at a 90-degree angle, folded like a half-open book, as I stand on a little step stool. I realize what is happening. She is pulling me steadily into her tank. How happily I would go with her, but alas, I would not fit. Her lair is beneath a rocky overhang, into which she can flow like water, but I cannot. The water in her tank would come to chest height on me if I were standing up. But the way she is pulling me, I would be upside down, head first in the water, and soon facing the limitations of my air-hungry lungs. I asked Scott if I should try to detach from her grip, and he gently pulled us apart. Her suckers making popping sounds like small plungers as my skin is released. Octopus, aren't they monsters? My friend Jody Simpson asked me in alarm as we hiked our dogs the next day. Weren't you scared? As I described Athena's grace, her gentleness, her apparent friendliness, Jody was skeptical. Well, I considered, changing text. Being monster is not necessarily a bad thing. Đây quả thật là một câu chuyện đặc biệt, các bạn nhỉ? Các bạn hãy tìm đọc toàn bộ câu chuyện nhé. Em xin cảm ơn quý thầy cô và các bạn đã lắng nghe.